How to write a business plan. If you're like me, the best place to start writing your business plan is at home, on your couch, with a cup of coffee, with your favorite mug. Now, writing a business plan might sound scary or even daunting, but I'm here to tell you that it's not. And I'll give you step-by-step guide on how to write a business plan. Before we start, I want to caveat and say this is not the 30-page business plan. This is the business plan that will allow you to plan just enough so that you can actually start working and iterating and learning. Also, here are 3 reasons why it's important to have a business plan before you start a business. 1, it helps you clearly define your goals. Nothing is worse than starting a business without a clear direction. When building a business, you're going to run into a lot of different ideas or thoughts that sound exciting. So you might want to drop what you're doing and start working on that instead. That's the new shiny thing that comes up and you're all after that. In the early days of building a business, there are going to be a lot of distractions that will derail you from why you initially started building the business in the first place. Having clearly defined goals will help you stay focused and remind you why you are building the business. 2, it helps you market your business better. Chances are you've talked with friends or family about a past idea, and most of the time they don't take it too seriously. And why should they? They can tell you haven't put a lot of thought and time into it yet. Now, there is a saying, ideas are a dime a dozen. It's the execution of putting that idea together that really counts. Putting a business plan together will enable you to sound smarter at the next cocktail party regarding the side project you're working on, and in turn, may even possibly end up landing your first subscriber, customer, or advocate. 3rd, understand your competitors. If you've ever played sports competitively and you are nearing your limits or were at your limit, you'll know winning is not easy. Think of business as a massive competition. It's an extremely competitive environment and not for the faint of heart. If you hate losing, love to learn from your mistakes, and have the heart to stick it out, you're in the right place. You need to be a competitor and know the alternatives to your business. Understanding this will help you think about how you can carve out a niche where you can win and ultimately grow your business. Now, let's dive into the key areas of the business plan. And I'm going to pull this up on my computer here. And I have a free PDF template I've developed that you can use. The first here is the name of your business. So let's just say Soup Cafe. If we're opening up a soup cafe. Now, the first area is your company purpose. This is where you define your company in one sentence, which should be really hard to do. Don't use bullet form. Literally define your company in one sentence. Think about your why and the mission you're solving. 2 is the problem. This is where you get to describe the pain your target customer is experiencing, which you may or may not know right now. How is this problem being addressed today? What are the gaps in the current solution? This is the area to put that down. Now, the next area is the solution. Explain how your solution is better than the others out there. What is the aha moment? How does your solution work in 5 years, 10 years, and 15 years? The next section is regarding timing. Why is your business critical now? What's going on in the world today that enables your business to thrive? And why hasn't your solution been built before? This is where you talk about why now is a good time for your business. Market potential. Think about your potential customer base and boil that down to a niche if possible. And be as specific as possible. This will be a dollar figure. So, for instance, the international smartphone market being $715 billion. Now, you might want to drill down further into your geographic area. So if you're in Brazil, carving that smartphone segment out there. If you're in the United States, drilling down into that, and maybe even regional and state as well. So if you're in Washington State, you're in Eastern Washington, you're in a specific geographic area. You want to get very specific. Next is competition and alternatives. This is where you can write down and think about who are your direct and indirect competitors. Can you show a clear path to win against them? For instance, OfferUp is a competitor to Craigslist, and so are classified ads in newspapers and your neighborhood Goodwill, which are indirect competitors. Business model. How will the business make money? Share the numbers. For example, my product cost X and it sells for Y. Team. Write out how your story and or your team's story is unique for this business. Dig deep and show why you're doing this and how everything you've done leads to this moment. Financials. Include them if you have any, you may not right now. And then the vision. What are you dreaming this business will become in 5 years? Once again, don't obsess over your business plan. Building a business plan is a necessary internal exercise that will help you identify opportunities and challenges later down the road. At the end of the day, it's more important to get something out there and start building so that you can start learning on what's working and what's not working and how you can do more of what's working. Thanks for tuning in. If you found today's content valuable, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions, write them in the comments below, and we will see you next time.